4 realtors, 0 BS.
Tune in for the real deal on Dallas real estate.
Hey, what's up, guys? We are back on Real Deals, Real Talk. And as you can tell, we have a new person on the pod with us today. And we're excited to announce that this isn't just any episode. This is a full circle moment for me. I actually grew up with Haleigh. I've known her since I was 3 years old. And she is not only a part of David Ivy Group now, but also a part of Real Deals, Real Talk. So, I'm going to give her a second to introduce herself and tell a little bit about her. And hopefully she won't share any embarrassing stories about me.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me join this little pod. So again, my name's Haleigh Williamson. I grew up in the Park Cities, and Cameron and I actually shared an alley together, which is how we ran into each other. So it really is full circle.
So you're like neighborhood friends.
Neighborhood friends,
Went from playing house to selling houses.
Exactly.
There
I was going to say, Cameron would sneak out of his house, and his mom would call my mom saying, "Is Cameron over at your place?" And 9 times out of 10, he was there.
That's hilarious.
But we used to drive around in high school talking about what we wanted to be when we grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And we would pass by open house signs, etc., and say, one day we're going to come back and we're going to work together and sell the Park Cities. So
No way.
it really
Look
is
at that.
very full circle.
Look at that.
You guys said that in high school?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Y'all are manifesting this. That's
We are.
beautiful.
It's been in the works for a long time. It's
I
just
didn't-
finally coming together.
I had no idea what I
Yes.
wanted to do in high school. That's cool.
And we knew from the get-go. We were ready to go. We knew that
There you go.
this was it. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't know we'd be on a podcast together, but I knew we'd be selling real estate together at some
Okay.
point down the line. So,
Yeah. So we just need to start actually doing deals together for it to sink in.
Exactly, and we are. We're gonna do it. We're gonna start making it happen. We're taking over Dallas, and we'll let Chris and Charles, help us out along the way. But
What's up, co-host? Here's Charles and
y'all
Chris.
know
We're
Charles.
back.
They're back too. They're always here.
Did we say something
I
about
can't get rid of
Tuesday?
them. No, he did not. We missed Tuesday. Sorry, guys. Chris was sick, so we didn't want to do one without him because he's just so valuable to us as an asset on this podcast. We can't do it without him.
Stop it.
He's just too valuable. How could you pass up doing it with Chris? He's just look at him. He's such a stand-up guy and just so handsome.
All right, you're gonna make me blush now.
He had to be here for the intro.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
Hey, it's only one we missed so far. Won't happen again.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
Well, no, that's not true. You missed one a few weeks back too because I tried calling you and you wouldn't answer your phone and you had a reasonable excuse for that one. I won't call
You're
you
talking
out
about
for that.
Layden?
No.
Oh.
Well, that too. Yeah. Damn. Your
Damn, why don't you
attendance-
just fucking roast me up right now?
Can I?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
I will say I still haven't watched one of the podcasts.
That's okay. That's
Hey,
okay.
you got
That's
plenty of
okay.
time.
You got plenty of time.
I'm learning as we go on this.
Yes.
Like, I have no idea what we're talking about today, so I'm actually a little nervous.
Usually,
No, don't be nervous.
Usually he'll share the timeline or the outline, and we have it right on our phone, and you can kind of
Okay.
follow along.
I figured today we kind of just keep it more light and do kind of more of a fun episode. So I don't have
I like
anything
that.
too crazy in here, since
Okay.
we're just, introducing Haleigh, getting her on here. So I just did some fun little segments for us to do.
Cool.
So if you want to jump into that, and actually first, real quick, let's just kind of, I feel like a lot of us have a lot going on right now. So let's kind of just dive into
Go
a
down
little
the line.
breakdown of, like what you have going on in your pipeline and how the business is going right now.
Okay.
Start
CP.
down here and go around.
Go ahead, CP.
Well, what I'm seeing in the market right now, I've seen the market kind of recorrect itself. I'm starting to see, sellers starting to come down on price, which is going to, help the market in a sense because you're not going to see houses stay on the market as long as you did last year.
Right.
Last year I feel like we were seeing houses from 90 to 100 plus days, which we're still kind of seeing
Yeah,
today.
we still are a little bit.
But, there's wiggle room for buyers, and it should be getting more buyers fired up. And I'm fired up today because I'm going to go into a buyer consultation shortly after
sir.
this
Yeah, let's
podcast
do it.
today. So, the market is heating up, people, so just be prepared. The bubble is about to burst.
Absolutely.
Very true.
Um,
Get in before
Yeah.
it's too popping.
I agree with you on that. I'm seeing kind of a mix. I'm seeing homes that are nice that are going quickly, like less than 2 weeks. I'm seeing houses sit for 60 plus days. I'm kind of seeing it all over the place. It is a weird market. I do want to touch on last year. No matter how weird it was last year, the North Texas appreciation was 4.9% on home value on average. So at for example, 610 grand, if you got that the beginning of 2024, you made $30,500 in your house
That's good.
in 1 year.
In 1
So
year, right?
that
And
house
we talked about before. Some people pay $36,000 in a year and just in rent. So, I mean,
exactly, and that was my point
Yeah.
too. I had clients who were looking to lease for 3,700, and I told them I was like, hey Jeff, like you're gonna spend $48,100 on rent. I was like, imagine putting that down on the home, and then you recoup that money in 12 months, or even half of it, or a
Right.
little bit less. But over 2 or 3 years, you're gonna pay yourself back instead of getting zero money on your return. And I'm trying to explain that to all the people who are doing, private rentals. If you have the money to buy, because these people I'm working with are in the $4,000 plus range for renting,
Right.
and I'm just like, that's plenty enough to afford a home. And long story short, we ended up getting him approved up to 700,000, and
There you go.
now he's looking for a house.
Now
And
we're on a
so
search.
Very
Nice.
good. Very
you got to
good.
share. You got to be able to educate your people, because they were looking for 2 months, and I was happy to show them rentals. I was just like, I don't
Right, but they
think
didn't know.
I don't think this is a smart financial move, but everybody's got their own,
Some people are renters for life. And,
goals.
it's
Yeah,
just-
and they'll buy eventually for sure. But I was like, right now you have a good opportunity. People are getting houses for less than asking, and you just got to educate them. But as far as business, leasing's going well. Got plenty of deals closing next month for leases. Should be closing on 2 homes next month, and more buyer consultations coming up. And we're just getting to the tip of summer, or the beginning of summer, and May is going to be awesome going into the rest of the summer. So I'm really excited.
Awesome. Well, I just pulled up this little tidbit from Metro Text. I always like to see the info from a reliable source.
Yeah.
And we, compared to March of last year, or excuse me, not of last year, we are in April now.
Yes.
Yeah,
We are not
compared
in
to
March.
last month.
Compared to last month.
Compared to last month.
Compared to last month, we are seeing 53.5% more active listings. So that tells me a lot more people are willing to put their homes on the market for whatever reason. Closed sales are up 7.6%, but the median price has dropped 3.1%. So
Okay.
people might be listing for less. There might just be tons of, what was that?
I was going to say the months of inventory, 3.6. So it's still showing that we're in a buyer's market.
Yeah.
So you
Definitely
can
still a
divide
buyer's
the time on market
Yeah.
versus whether it's a seller's market or a buyer's market.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see these numbers, but it's like everything that we are feeling, it's true.
true.
You
Yeah.
know what
I mean, it just tells you like what you are feeling is legitimate. And we still are in a very weird market, in my opinion. I've
It's
got a
still
lot of
balancing out.
rental clients coming through who are looking for price points similar to what you were just talking about, but converting them over to buyers
Yeah.
is a whole nother level, in my opinion.
Right.
So that's something I'm really trying to work on.
And this stuff like this will help.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
we will help you as a team. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's not just these things too. We'll help you with communication, whatever, Haleigh. I mean, we're
boys
just
got your
so
back.
glad to have you.
Thank you
The
for
boys
having
got
me.
your back.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
And
I have
then-
y'all's as well. But
There's the days on market too. We're seeing 61 days, so it's showing like the average is almost 2 months on market, which is a little. It's pretty high
That's high,
compared
but-
compared to
Yeah.
last year. It was like 45 maybe, or somewhere around there. But that just goes to show that I think, in my opinion, what I've been seeing is people have been asking for too much money, and they've been pricing their homes too high. Not necessarily saying that they're not worth the value they end up getting sold at, but people are initially trying to ask for too much money, and that's why we're seeing the stats say that people are getting houses under asking price is because they're having to do these reductions. I had to do 2 reductions on mine. I've seen others that have gone from 800,000 to 750 to even lower. So I think people are now settling in that the last 4 years, from 2020, 2019, 2021, those years are over where you put up a cardboard box for listing and then it's sold. So those days are over right now, and that was a weird market that probably won't come again, especially with a pandemic. I mean,
so with that, are you seeing people who are trying to list as if it's still 2019,
Yeah.
2020?
absolutely, they feel like those people did it. Why can't I? And
Right.
sellers, they do their own research and
Different
stuff,
market.
but we're the real estate experts. We're the ones that are supposed to advise them, and you don't have to go with what we recommend. We just know what will happen, and so it's our job to give them the
due
best
diligence,
the best
yeah.
advice and expertise we can. Ultimately, the decision's theirs at the end of the day, and we have to listen to them. You can just be like, "Hey, man, I'm just letting you know you're probably asking $40,000 too much. I'm happy to list it, but I also want you to know it's probably going to sit a while unless you let people show it, and then the market's always going to tell you how much a home's worth. If you have a market or you have a house in the market for 90 days and you have 4 showings over 3 months, what does that tell you? It's too expensive. So the market will tell you what a home's worth.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, 100%. But no, yeah. So the market's shifting, guys. Market's picking up. Definitely be aware. If y'all are currently renting and you need a new place, coming up a lot of leases end here, trying towards the beginning of the year, kind of going into the summer. So let us know if you need help with anything. I got some leads in the pipeline. Got a good little search going for a lot of stuff all around Dallas right now. So I'm sure they do too.
This lightning,
Ooh.
I don't know if any of y'all
I don't know if the mics picked that up, but
I think it did. It heard it.
But that thunder
I heard it on my mic,
was
yeah.
great. Another point with that, Cameron, we were just at Siddell's talking with one of our team members, and he was mentioning he's really working with clients who are leasing to go ahead and try and get them closed with a great lease now instead of closer to, let's say, August when they're wanting to lease, because they're going to have that competition with all of the new college kids moving to Dallas.
Yeah.
It's just like a running cycle every summer. It's insane how many people move, prices hike up, specials drop, and you'll see that every summer.
Exactly,
Yeah, absolutely. I think we saw it starting in April, and now it's going into May shortly, and it's going to continue to go up, and you're going to see specials leave. Exactly. So, I mean, unfortunately, most people do move in the summer, but if you're ever looking for a rental, the best time is definitely September to February. I would say in the winter.
Yeah.
Exactly right. But sweet, and it sounds like we all got some stuff going, and again, we're always here to help you guys with whatever it is. But I think it's time for us to dive into some more, just dive into some fun segments.
Can I get the
here.
whiteboards?
Oh yes, here.
The whiteboard.
The whiteboard. Well,
No,
I'll get that for trivia. We don't need that for this.
Okay.
All right. I forgot about those. Yes.
I want to do the whiteboards. They look so cool.
All right. So our first segment is gonna be this house is a 10, but. So
Okay.
I'm gonna give y'all out a dreamy scenario for a house, and then it's gonna have a little bit of a twist at the end, and you have to say yes or no.
Okay.
So if you take it,
Okay.
say you're the
This
buyer
is for
here.
this is for personal preference.
This is like personal. Yeah. This
Okay.
is just. All right. So. This house is the 10. It's a Highland Park mansion, but it has carpet in the kitchen.
Ooh.
I mean, fuck yeah, I'm buying that. You can just rip that carpet up. It's in Highland Park.
Yeah, I feel like if you can afford the homes in Highland Park,
You can take up the apartment or the carpet.
hopefully can pay to replace the carpet.
And for some quick
I'd say, right?
for some
It's
quick
worth it.
stats here, there's only 8,000 people in Highland Park.
Exactly.
That's so small.
I'm one of them. One of 8,000.
Wow. Congrats. Cam.
Crazy. The carpet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that.
Dude,
Really?
come
If
on.
you need to get if you need to get a huge mansion in Dallas or in Highland
I mean,
Park.
I want to just turnkey ready. Why am I even gonna waste time?
All right,
on my
this
carpet?
is what's wrong with buyers today.
I'm
little
the
thing.
picky
Just
guy.
kidding.
Right. Hey, that's okay. That's all right. All right. Next one. It's a 10, but your neighbor's a wannabe TikTok DJ with subwoofers who throws live event DJ events every Tuesday, Wednesday,
Why
and
should you
Thursday.
look
I
at
think
this?
me and CB are into that. We're gonna say
It
yes.
probably is Charles. He's probably the one doing it.
I feel like, yeah, I'm your neighbor. I'm an influencer. Yo.
At this
I'm gonna have to go with no.
Yeah. What?
at this point in my life,
good.
I'm gonna say yes.
There's a
Okay.
time and a place. I already had a deal with in college. My college roommate was in the band, and he'd practice his trombone and his tuba, whatever the hell he played in our dorm room. And that was annoying enough as it is. I don't want
Oh my
subwoofers.
gosh. In
bumping
your
my whole
dorm
house.
room? That's gotta
Yeah,
be
it
loud
was-
as hell.
It was
Sounds
horrible.
awful.
It was-
Okay, I'm
it was
gonna
horrible.
say absolutely not. I like to go to bed around 9:30.
So,
So-
Haley's a
Gosh.
grandma.
I am. I really value
Oh
my
my God.
sleep. So
What
I
time do
would
you wake
say
up?
no. Like 6.
There you
Holy
go. Dude,
shit.
she's like me. I'm on that.
You know, it makes me so much more productive, but I seriously used to sleep in until about noon. And now for me, sleeping in is maybe I can sleep till 7 and I feel
Oh
accomplished.
wow. Hey, no, that's a good routine to have. I mean,
It is,
that
it is.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I called this guy at 10 this morning. Yeah, dude, I'm just getting up.
Could not be me.
Hey, 10's
Hey,
not bad. 10's not
10's
bad.
not bad. Okay, it's middle morning. We're good still.
We're entrepreneurs. We can do what we want.
Right. I was up till last night 3 a.m. working for podcast stuff, and I'm doing all this for you
That's
guys.
true.
Thank
okay?
you, Cameron.
It's true. People don't talk about all the back end stuff,
Yeah.
that goes on.
We're
too.
1099s. We have that
Right.
luxury.
I'm always working,
true.
and I have the luxury to. When I don't want to work, I don't have to.
Yeah, I can go fucking play golf today if I wanted to.
Right.
well,
Be down for the rainy
If it wasn't raining.
rainy day golf.
If it wasn't raining.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay, we'll talk later.
But all right, this house is a 10, maybe even an 11. Oh wow. Oh.
Okay.
But the HOA president is known to be a stickler and will fine you for almost anything, even for just leaving a basketball in your driveway.
yeah, I'll just pass.
Nope.
Yes, I would say I'm okay with that.
What?
What? You're okay
Because-
with your?
Oh, she's gonna be on the rule side.
she
She's
probably-
like, I'm gonna like the community that
Yeah.
takes care of
No,
itself.
I love that, and I don't know why I've always been the person like I would want to
Hey-
be the person
Haleigh,
saying to pick up.
So
the
you're the
basketball.
HOA
She's the
stickler.
HOA president. No, she would be
Yeah.
the HOA
She's secretly
president.
the
Oh my
HOA
But
God.
in the
president.
nicest way possible.
I was talking about
I
Haley was
love
gonna.
cleanliness.
Haley was gonna give me embarrassing stories. I have an embarrassing story a little bit for y'all about Haley.
What?
So
Oh no.
back in kindergarten, Haley used to like to pretend that she was the teacher and she'd try and tell me what to do while we were in class. And every single time,
I don't
every
remember
single
that.
time,
I, do
I would
not
get.
remember
I remember vividly. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I would get in trouble. Our kindergarten teacher, Miss Titmus, and we had these little cards on the thing. You know, it was like it was like soccer. You got,
watch
you had a green card you started the day with, and then yellow and red. And if you misbehaved, you had to move to a yellow card. If you misbehaved again, you had to go to the red card. And almost every day I'd get to the red card because Haley would be talking to me and telling me to do something like, you're doing this wrong or something like that. And then our teacher would be like, Cameron, stop talking. And I'm like, it wasn't me. It was Haley.
You're the
So
scapegoat.
I have no reason not to believe
That's
that
so
Haley would be the HOA president over here. Like, oh, no, you didn't do that right. Nope, fine.
I would so do that.
That's funny.
Your grass is a half an inch too long.
I need to
Fine.
get that trimmed.
Love that.
Oof.
All right. That was it for that one.
Great segment. I like that.
This next one, this one's interesting. It's called Real Estate Tinder.
Okay.
And you're going to say whether you'd swipe left or you swipe right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. This one's kind of I had to throw this one in there because I did part of our episode last week, or a few weeks ago, was me talking about this. A home with a shark tank in the living room.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Swipe
Yes.
right.
Does it
Swipe
have
right.
a shark in it?
Hell yeah, it does.
Swipe right.
Ooh,
Swipe
swipe
right.
left.
Oh.
Gosh, Haley's just
What's
going
your reason?
opposite of all.
I don't. I'm not.
Grandma.
You know, I'm not trying. Call me grandma, please. I'm
She's
fine
old
with
school.
That was
bro.
his
I'm old school. No, I would feel so bad for the shark to be stuck in the tank. Fishing, sure, but a shark, I don't know why. That's where I
Okay.
draw the line.
Should
Okay.
I have a
Okay, that's
shark and
fair.
a stingray in there?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Stingray would be fun to see.
But that's a shark.
Stingray?
Yeah, they're like sharks. They're literally related to sharks.
Are they?
Yeah.
How do
So
you,
it's like the
I
same
didn't know
thing.
I don't know about that.
Look it up.
Okay,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
know
ask
that.
ChatGPT right now.
all right, Cameron, you go to the next question. Haley's going to
Okay.
find this out.
All right. A listing where the seller refuses to remove any of their medieval times decor and says you must keep it as a part of the deal. I'd say yes. I'm just gonna sell it once I buy the house. It's technically mine, right? Just
No,
be
it's going to
like-
be hard to sell, though.
Will it though?
Yeah.
There's some weird dudes out there who might want some weird armored medieval times.
Yeah,
you know.
some.
Or just go sell. I'll just literally
like,
just go to.
"I'm not
I'll
one
go to
of 'em."
medieval times the restaurant and just go sell it to them.
I hear what you're saying, but that's a niche market to sell a medieval house. So I'm going to say
That's
no.
true.
I'm saying just all the stuff. It's decorated that way. That way,
Yeah.
then I can do it how I want, sell that stuff, and then use that money to make it how I want.
So, what style is the home itself?
It's a medieval home with medieval like
so
suits of armor.
it's
in
not
it and,
just the
you know.
decor then.
No,
That might be a little niche.
I'm going to say no. Yeah, it's going to be
No.
niche as fuck.
Yeah.
That's
okay. Stingrays are closely related to sharks. They belong to a class of fish called. You want to
chrome ties.
Chondra...
Oh, con.
Chondrochytites. I don't know.
We're
Right.
realtors, not marine biologists. It's okay.
Chondra...
Chondrichthyes.
Either way,
Conjugates.
they are related.
Chondrothites.
So you were right.
Chondrichthyes.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Yes.
So
okay.
no
Yeah.
to the shark tank.
I'm going to stop sounding dumb on the pod.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay. Have you all seen Iron Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Haley,
well, he has-
oh my
he has
God.
this-
I don't know if I.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my
I'll explain before I get into
Okay.
this one.
What are
Then.
you
So
doing here?
in his house, he has this thing called Jarvis, and it's like a
I know what Jarvis is.
Jarvis. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jarvis. All right. So you have a 100% smart home with a Jarvis setup, but the voice is Siri with an attitude.
Oh my god, I can see myself getting in arguments with her.
Right? Just be like, no, sir. I'm gonna have to go with yes, just because I find that shit so cool.
Yeah,
I
it is cool.
really just want a Jarvis set up where I can be like, hey Jarvis, and it just does whatever I want.
I'm gonna say yes. I'll say yes.
Swiping right.
Ugh. I'm swiping left
Oh my
because
God.
I don't want them to sell my info.
That's funny.
They already got your info, Haleigh.
You know what? They probably
We're
do.
realtors. We're all over. the
Everybody's
internet,
got
you
our
know?
info.
That's true.
So we get a bunch of random calls every day.
Right.
Very
Exactly. Exactly right. Okay. All right, Charles. You want to do me a favor?
What's up?
I guess it may not be the easiest one to get out. I can go grab. I'm gonna go grab our whiteboards.
Here, I'll hold the
Okay.
outline.
Tink you. Don't
Is there
cheat.
like a music button here? We can
music
play some
button?
like.
We're still learning the buttons,
Sorry,
but
guys.
all we know
we should
is
add something.
the view button and
Yeah.
then the voice button.
What's so funny to me is you haven't been using the button.
Well, it
Just
comes
do
up. We still cuss on here. You can still cuss,
Okay,
but
okay. I didn't know the vibe.
Thank
no,
you.
it's totally fine. But
Let's
it's
welcome.
just, I think it's more fun when you use the button.
Sam. Thank you.
Take one down. Pass
you
it
need a-
around.
Little marker.
CP,
Thank you.
All right.
Cameron, that's for
What is
you.
it? Oh.
All right.
What are these little?
So
Oh, it's a magnet.
Nice.
I guess a little fun little magnet, you know.
So are we doing trivia right now?
No, before we do trivia, I have one more little segment. So we're gonna do a neighborhood draft. Everyone is going to
Draft.
yes.
So
We'll start with ladies first, and everyone's gonna pick their ideal neighborhood, and we're gonna do a draft. We're gonna do 3 rounds, everyone, and then once that one's gone off the board, you cannot draft it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Wait. So like neighborhoods in Dallas?
Yes. So we're gonna do the first round. Everyone's gonna write down a
I'm gonna
neighborhood.
get tested here,
All
Haleigh.
right. So we'll start with Haleigh. You're gonna write down what's your first round pick for a neighborhood did you pick in Dallas? Write it down. Write it down. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we?
okay.
We're not supposed to see, right?
No.
Okay.
Dude, to be honest, I don't even know any of the neighborhoods.
Yeah, you do. Think about it.
Oh my god.
It can be. It doesn't have to be in Dallas. Like somewhere you'd want to live. A desirable neighborhood for you. Your draft pick.
What if some of us have the same ones?
Well,
Okay, wait. I feel
you
like
have
I need
to
to
you
make
have to do
this
it.
more
You have to see if you
specific.
can make a trade.
Okay. Well, also, yeah. I mean, Charles is a little further west
I know.
than
Yeah.
us.
Pick, yeah. so pick some.
You
pick
can pick
somewhere.
Fort Worth. You can do something over
Yeah,
there.
do something
somewhere
near you.
wherever you
Okay.
think. Okay.
I'm ready.
Well,
Haleigh,
does
you-
it have
Hale-
to be
you-
the exact
guys-
neighborhood, or can
guys,
it be
cover
the
your
ci-
shit
can,
up.
can it just be the city?
Haley's just open.
It
Fucking.
can,
I
it can be
will-
whatever you want. The
Like
world is
private.
your oyster, Charles. You can do whatever you want,
All
man.
right.
Bo, do you have a suggestion?
Bo looks like he does.
Where do you want to live, Bo?
He knows I can't do anything about him being on the couch right now, so
I
he's
know.
he's taking advantage.
Mm-hmm. He's like,
You.
I hope
You.
everyone can see Bo. in
I
this
hope they. I
video.
I
think
can't see him, but
What
maybe a little
bummer.
bit.
there's a couple episodes where he was walking back and forth.
He was like rubbing his butt in the camera. He was like wiggling in.
Is that what was happening?
In that clip I posted?
I
think
saw
put-
the
yeah.
clip. The clip I did see.
Okay, I'm ready. Dude.
All right, Haleigh, reveal
just
your
doing one. You're
reveal
just
your
doing
first
one.
round pick. We'll do so. Okay.
Lakewood.
Oh, damn, that's a good one.
Dang. Okay. Okay. What was your Preston,
Preston
Hollow?
Hollow,
Okay.
I was gonna actually put that, but I didn't.
All right. What'd you put?
I'm gonna put
Oh, that's a good one too.
Colleyville.
Okay.
Dang. I also put Lakewood. So
Did you
I'm gonna
see
have,
what I wrote?
I did not.
Because
I
was
wrote mine
definitely
before
not
you. No.
writing it. Okay.
But so I'll change mine. I'm gonna do Casa Linda Estates. I'll go the other side of White Rock.
I like that.
Yes. Yes.
Casa
All right.
Linda, okay.
Casa
Casa
Linda
Linda.
has some really good
They-
eats.
They do. They do. They do. Underrated neighborhood.
Absolutely.
If you don't know about it, it's Lakewood, but other side of White Rock. You know.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Next round, Haleigh,
Okay.
go first.
Wait.
Yes. No.
So I
everybody
try
right?
again.
No, you leave that there, and then you write a new one, and we're gonna
Okay.
do
Here.
3.
We'll make it a
Okay.
little more interesting. We'll do, in your opinion, since you just said, we'll do best neighborhood in the DFW for food scene.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, that's a.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's tough.
Cameron, I can see it. I can't stop looking.
Okay.
I write like a toddler. I can't not write like a toddler. It's too hard.
I don't actually
right.
mean it, but I'm just gonna put it on here anyways.
Oh, I kind of want to change my answer.
No,
Just
you're locked
can't
in.
just- okay.
You're locked in.
You're locked in. Yeah. Once you
You're
once you
locked
once you
in.
flip the
I was
board down,
thinking
you're
really
done.
narrow-mindedly.
All right.
Though.
All
Let's
right.
hear it.
You're first.
University Park.
Okay.
That's fair. There's a lot of
But-
good restaurants.
But Richardson has
They-
such good
do.
food. I've like just started
That-
eating
that
at
is a good
restaurants
area.
around there. Like
Yes.
it's so good.
All right.
Chris, Lower Greenville. Okay. Okay.
Lots of food over there.
Yeah.
Carrollton.
Carrollton.
They have great spots in
Yes.
Carrollton.
Yes.
Enlighten me. I've never.
Oh, dude, I love Asian food too.
Lots of Asian food over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I did Knox Henderson.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
I like it.
That is a good spot too.
It is. It
All
is.
great spots.
Anchor,
See, you-
shout out Anchor Bar Sushi. I could eat there every day.
Okay,
There's-
I've actually never been there.
It's so good. I'm
Four
addicted.
different
I have
places.
a- kind of
We'll
an
go
addic-
after we close the house here in the next month or two.
Yes.
I kind of have an addiction to it. It's kind of bad.
There you go. There's 4 different spots where you can find food in DFW.
Exactly. There you go. Boom. Put you on. Your one-stop shop for all things in Dallas. All right. Let's see.
CP, you're supposed to keep.
Neighborhood. All right. This
The
is
two.
the third round. We got best neighborhood for a young professional.
Like in what regard? Just like
A young
Like someone
professional
like us,
trying
like
to
some-
network.
Yeah, someone
Trying to
who's like
network
our
and
age, wanting to be be in Dallas. What would you say is a good neighborhood for someone who is
Yeah.
a young professional here in Dallas?
Probably this.
I totally ordered Uber Eats before this, and they are still not here.
Oh yeah, it's going. What's the update?
I don't know. What? Picking up my order.
Oh, they should be here in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
Arrival.
literally so close.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Everybody answers in?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, hit us with it.
Uptown.
Okay.
Uptown.
That's
Okay.
a good one.
Okay. Yep. Can't go wrong with that. Good outdoor, vibes and
Yeah.
next to Kitty Trail. Good
Vibes.
restaurants, good bars.
Vibes.
Vibes are there.
Where we're at right now.
There you go.
Tree farm.
You got happiest hour down there. You got a bunch of restaurants here. You can hit the Katy Trail literally 2 minutes, then you're at the Ice House. Lots of networking in
Boom.
these high-rise buildings. There's some successful people that live over here. So
Yes, very true.
Good call.
Charles,
Legacy West.
Legacy.
Ooh,
There you
yeah.
go.
oh, that's a good
Yes.
one.
Good
Big
spot.
big
Yes.
development over there.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. That's a great place to be in there. It's only getting bigger and more.
I'm trying to think
developed.
outside the box.
Yeah, no,
here.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
I like it.
I'm kind of sticking to what I know, but I went with Lower Greenville.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I picked it for the other one. Does that matter?
Nope.
Okay.
Different round, buddy.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Fourth and final round is going to be most underrated neighborhood in your opinion.
Okay. Most underrated.
You were ready.
Yeah.
Locked and loaded,
Yeah.
huh?
Do this.
All right.
Okay. Are we all ready?
I'm ready.
I chose Richardson because it seriously is such a good, safe area. I mean, it's still Dallas, so you can't quite escape crime anywhere you go. I'm not saying it's crime ridden, but being a realtor, I can't really say it's like better than other spots, but there's just so many great little houses and lots of great food.
It's a beautiful
more-
place.
yeah,
I
it's
put the
more
same
like-
thing. I put
It's
Richardson.
so good.
There's the preservation.
Mm-hmm.
There's off Quentin Campbell. You have your
Great
JJ,
school
JJ
districts
Pierce.
too. Yeah.
Amazing.
Those
school
those
district.
those homes are like 2 million plus. You got the golf course in Canyon Creek
Yeah.
West.
Mhm.
I mean, that whole area is really, really communal and
Yeah.
family oriented. Lots of young families there,
Mhm.
and it's all revolving around that JJ Pierce, Bertner,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Richardson. Is it Richardson High School? No, it's Hillcrest.
Hillcrest.
Yeah, that whole area is really, really nice. I mean, you can go down Coit for a couple miles north and south, and there's a bunch of great neighborhoods over there. So I said Richardson too.
Yeah. Well, it's also just like 10 minutes from pretty much anything in Dallas
Yeah.
if there's no traffic.
You go north, you're in Plano.
Yeah.
You're in North Plano.
It's a really
right.
good central place to be. You can just hop on 75.
close to far north Dallas.
Yep.
I mean,
Exactly.
it is a great location.
Mhm.
All right. Would you go with Charles?
Argyle.
Argyle. That's a good. That place
okay.
they're popping up.
That
up
is
there right now.
underrated. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's definitely becoming more and more. As it gets more and more developed, it's only going to turn to more like Forney and Prosper, and
Yeah.
turn to that kind of.
Well, I think it's got the #1 school district in DFW.
Does
so-
it?
Oh,
yeah,
really?
So it's just like it's where you want to be.
I would think that it would be My guess would have been Frisco.
Yeah, they're definitely up there for sure.
Frisco or like
Pla-
McKinney.
I think Frisco, Plano, Argyle are like definitely
All the
top
same.
3.
Salina, Prosper, maybe.
I mean, when you have like 11 elementary schools, you're bound to be up there somewhere, right?
yeah, yeah.
Nice. All right, I went with Casa Linda again. I really like Casa Linda. I think a lot of people don't realize the other side of White Rock Lake is still really pretty. You know, it's nice and affordable homes for what
I'm
you're
surprised no
getting.
one put that White Rock Lake.
That's like pretty much White Rock. Lake,
Or
but yeah.
I'm surprised no one put Lake Highlands. I was thinking.
Lake Highlands too. I mean,
I was thinking about
yeah.
putting that over. What do they call them? The L streets over there.
Yeah.
That's kind of like comparative to the M streets over here. In that crucial area between
Right.
Skillman and Audelia. That's also a
sir.
really good area too. I like Lake Highlands as well. No one wrote Highland Park for anything. Interesting. I thought someone was gonna write that.
Well, it's just like the infrastructure's so strong, and then like you got to think
Right.
about we're trying to cater to our viewers and other stuff like that.
You know what? I got close to it by saying University Park for food.
Yeah.
Because
There you go.
R&D, El Braco, Muchacho, and
Yes.
Hillstone,
Yes.
formerly known as Houston's.
Yes.
Those are like my go-to restaurants.
Yes.
And
Muchacho for
oh my
sure.
gosh, so good. I
Love
don't know
that.
if they make their own tortillas,
I think they do.
but they are so good.
All their food is so good. Their empanadas,
Oh my
their,
gosh,
their
yeah.
appetizers, their queso, their drinks are great.
My East Hampton that I DoorDashed cannot get here soon enough. Y'all are making me really hungry. Next segment.
All right, for our next segment,
All about food.
all about food. Yes. All right. Last and final segment is just gonna be some Dallas trivia.
Okay. Are you
So-
going to be the moderator on this one?
I will.
It's time. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, shit.
It's time for trivia.
Laugh at the end. guy.
That's actually snazzy.
That laugh at the end killed me.
All right. Who needs a filter? I can just do it myself. All right. So y'all, yeah, write down your answers. I'm gonna go through some Dallas trivia questions with y'all. All right. In 1963, a major event took place in Dealey Plaza. The assassination of which president?
Oh, you didn't even have to say that.
I know. I just didn't know what Dealey
Wait,
Plaza was. I think I'd
fun
make it easier for
Fact.
you.
This is where I went on my first date with my boyfriend. Was
No
Dealey
way.
Plaza.
to the museum.
I've actually never
Oh,
been
wow.
to it. Not gonna lie.
It was really interesting.
I've driven by it a few times. Like
I've driven
when
by
I'm
it.
down
never,
there. Yeah.
Never stopped and gotten out to look.
You should totally go to the museum.
But I'm assuming hopefully I got all of y'all got this one right. I figured I started off, okay.
JFK.
Easy.
JFK. All right.
Giving us
I
easy one.
initially wrote RFK because
Oh
I
my
have
gosh,
been
Haleigh.
talking about RFK so much lately, not because I thought that he is the one.
All right.
Anyways.
Which Dallas sports team won a championship in 2011?
Oh,
Oh, Haley.
All right. Reveal your answers.
Rangers?
No,
The
Mavericks.
Mavs. The Mavs. It's the
Wait.
first and only.
Rangers won in 23.
And then the Rangers got very close. And
They got very close.
2010.
2010.
I
Yeah.
thought it was like more
I'm-
2013 or 14.
No,
You
it was
were in
20.
high
It was
school.
2010, 2011, I believe.
Do y'all remember when
Well,
that
maybe it was
Blue Jays
2014.
player
Jose
got in the-
Bautista.
yes, got in the
Yeah,
fist
yeah,
fight?
yeah, with Rudenegg Odor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Odor.
Yes.
Maybe that was 2014.
It might have been 2014, 2015.
I think it's
maybe?
2014.
I
We won the
think so.
LCDS.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yes.
And David Freese hit a bomb.
Mhm.
And we needed one strike. Took us
So-
straight to
such a
center
shame.
field.
Such a
Gotta
shame.
love it. Gotta love it. All right. This one's a little trickier. I would never guess this one, but I'm gonna throw it in there because screw you guys.
Okay. Okay, love it.
What is the name of the bridge designed by Santiago Calatrava in Dallas?
Oh, I know this.
the bridge.
Oh,
Fuck, dude, I don't know the bridge. I don't know.
see it right there.
Yeah, it's right behind us.
The-
Oh, I know this.
I'm just gonna call it this.
Can't answer. You can't answer.
I don't know the bridge.
Just write something down.
I just wrote it down.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
you guys got your
you
answer
gonna
down?
No. Hold on. Give me
Come
5
on.
seconds.
Come on.
1, 2, 3.
This
is gonna be
so off.
I wouldn't have known it based on the wording I gave you
What
of
is
it,
it?
but I know it.
What is it?
What did you put?
Mary
Mary Hunt.
Hunt.
What did you put? Tom Mason. What did you put? Cesar Chavez.
That's not a bad
guys,
guess.
it's the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge.
Okay.
I knew it was an M
You got Hunt,
first
yes.
name with Hunt.
Okay.
I got very close.
Wait, we got to
Can I
keep our
get half a
tallies.
point?
We got to keep our tallies. So.
So
That was the fourth one or third one?
That was the third one.
Okay. So Haley's got 2. Or
She got.
did she get a half point?
I'll give you a half point for that. You got 1.5.
Okay. No,
Because y'all got
2.5.
y'all got the JFK one right.
oh,
And then.
And then it was the Mavs.
Oh wait,
one.
no, she didn't get the Mavs.
She
That's
did not
right.
get the Mavs one right.
Okay.
no.
So fuck yeah, we're winning.
All right. What year was the city of Dallas officially incorporated?
I just looked at your screen and I cheated.
That's okay, Haley.
Damn it! New question. New question. New question.
Sorry.
New question.
Okay, fine.
Haley,
I'll
don't look
change-
at the
I
iPhone.
can't
I'll
stop
change-
looking at it. Hide it, Cameron.
Cameron,
I'm
go
not
over
even
here.
All right, all right.
trying. I'll rat myself out, obviously, guys.
I like the honesty.
What 3 D1 schools are located in DFW?
I'm not trying to look at your screen. I'm just.
No,
looking
I'm
at
hiding
it.
it from you.
What's
You're
the third
cheating.
one? What's the third one?
I got it.
Cheater.
I got it. All right. Time clock. 15 seconds.
Oh, I knew it.
14.
Yep. All right, I'm done. I'm good.
I'm just gonna say this, and I know it's wrong. Okay. All right.
Okay, all right.
SMU, UNT, and DBU. DBU is not
You're
D1.
close.
D1,
You're
but hey,
close.
hey.
SMU, TCU,
Dang it!
and UNT.
Freaking TCU.
Let's go.
There you go.
Good job,
So
guys.
okay, she can get a half for that, or is it completely wrong?
That's
I'll-
okay. I'll just take no points.
All right, 0 points. Cool with that.
All
This
right.
Uber Eats is literally never gonna get here.
2 minutes.
Haley, I'm
think
sorry.
you
I'm
just got turned
throwing,
around.
throwing all these sports ones at you, but there's going to be some more in here that I know you'll know, but this is one that
Next
we're
week.
going to throw in there. No, there's going to be a couple more in here that you'll know before we end this, but which Dallas Cowboys player formerly coined the phrase, "How about them Cowboys"?
I don't know.
Former player?
No. Yes, which Cowboys player famously coined the phrase, "How about them Cowboys"? He was also a coach of the Cowboys at one point, if that helps you.
Oh man.
I'm shocked that neither of y'all are answering this.
Come on, guys.
Oh, there was a couple options that came to mind.
I'm not putting an
Haley.
answer down. I'm just looking.
Nope.
No,
I don't know.
You'll come to know I'm very competitive.
Y'all should try and play cards with me because
Oh.
I will be looking.
Do you play poker?
No, I don't know how to play.
Haley-
Okay, I'm
Haley's-
talking Uno.
She's
You wanna
always
play
she's always
spicy
cheated
Uno?
at board games. Ever since we were kids, she always cheats.
I don't know if I want to play with Haley now.
No, you
That's
don't.
fine.
You don't.
All right, write some down.
Yeah, I got it. I think Charles is stuck. He's just
I'm
like
stuck.
I don't. He's like I don't have a.
Who's the
I don't
guy
have
who-
a clue.
Yeah, who's the guy
Good use of the button.
Thank
Cam.
you. I knew that one was coming.
that Jerry Jones fired that he didn't,
Yes. What's his name?
I forgot. But I know that's that guy. Has to be that
Wait,
guy.
the guy that he fired?
Yeah.
Like recently?
Bless you.
Oh, that.
That's
The guy that he fired before or last?
Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's who I've been thinking of. Yeah.
You just gave it away.
No, dude.
You didn't get a point for that. It took too long. Timer expired.
Jimmy J.
Who'd you put?
I
Did you
put
get it
Terry
right?
Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw was never a coach of the Cowboys, or did he
Yeah.
play for the Cowboys? But that was.
But Cameron, you knew who I was thinking of.
No, dude.
Yeah. I'll give you. Fine. I'll give you half a point.
No, what? No.
Okay.
I could.
rapid
I could.
speed.
He did not get it.
I could.
Rapid round.
We're one. We're one
Yeah.
person. All right. We gotta wrap. We gotta wrap
Because I
up
knew
here,
the
guys.
story.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah, but you didn't know the
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
I can know. who-
All right, that's
just-
enough. That's enough.
No, that's
Boys,
0
settle
points.
down.
0
Settle
points.
down.
0 points. For
You're still
CP.
winning. It's okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna keep it that way.
Okay, you're okay. You're okay,
All right.
buddy. It's gonna be okay.
All right, next question.
All right.
It's not okay.
What are 2 of the biggest malls that are here located in the DFW?
Oh.
I know that.
Haley probably spends a lot of her time there.
That is true.
Could I put some bonus ones if I wanted to?
You don't get extra points, but if you really want to, I mean, I
okay.
guess you could.
Extra credit.
Extra
Yeah,
credit?
Extra credit.
You're not an extra credit kid. I could tell.
Yeah.
Don't act like you were. You did the bare minimum, Charles.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did
That
too.
is
Not saying I
okay.
didn't, but you know. All right.
Okay, North Park in the gallery.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Yep.
I
Look
was
at
literally
y'all.
gonna
I
say
wrote-
you need to add a trivia question about shopping.
Yes. All right.
I wrote,
last one
Stonebriar.
Well,
that I'm going to hit you with, and this is one that Chris previously missed. We'll see if he remembers the answer to this one. Which presidential library is located on the SMU campus?
Dude, what is it, Chris? I don't know.
Think of a president. His presidential library is located on the SMU campus.
Cameron Carp.
Okay. Bush.
Bush, yep.
Fuck, I put George Washington.
What in the world?
I thought it was fucking Washington.
The George Washington Library.
I put
All
Cameron
right.
Carp Bush.
Cameron
So
Carp. Yeah,
y'all
exactly.
won.
Have a point. Have a point. Yes. One day I will have a building
got
name
it.
after me.
I got
It's gonna
George.
be the real estate podcast engineering building in SMU. Just be on the lookout for it, guys. It's coming soon.
That's
Well,
awesome.
So final points. I had 3.5. You had 4.
Right, 4.
I had 4 collectively.
Okay.
I don't. I think
No.
Chris disagrees
No.
apparently, but
You didn't get Jimmy J.
Hey, that's
I
okay.
did, bro. That was half a
No.
point.
Whatever,
No.
That was
whatever.
another half point. That's 4
Ridiculous.
points.
It happens. But
Good game.
good game. Y'all did great. Next week I'll get a little more structure with it next week, and make sure no one's cheating. Haley's not getting answers off my screen. We'll get it all figured out, guys.
She can't help
but
herself.
We appreciate y'all jumping in today. We're excited again to have Haleigh here to kind of maybe help dial us down a little bit. We can kind of get a little rowdy, so maybe she'll either add to that or help bring us down a notch and kind of we'll find out. Only time will tell. So guys, stay tuned. We'll be back next week, and we'll bring on some guests probably next week to give y'all some more information. And again, just keep it real with you guys about the real estate in Dallas.
Amen.
All right.
Take care.
Peace.
Peace.